something around the house, something you might use or have every day. And the secret word is not...
No. Let's not get into
yeah.
No.
I'll tell you what.
Have you thought of a prize yet? I know you have a locker, an equipment locker. With all
Yes,
kinds
I
of
have an
goodies.
equipment locker. I have assembled enough equipment probably to outfit the Boston Pops Orchestra and Tower of Power. And I have things in there you wouldn't believe.
I bet.
So the prize will be something from me with a letter of authenticity, right?
That it is from, indeed, Joe Walsh.
Well, that'll make it worth more, or maybe less, I'm not sure.
It depends, doesn't it? Yeah.
So the winner will get that, and that's about all I can tell you. You will be glad you said the secret word, if in fact
So
you
we're waiting
do.
for you to utter the secret word as you call this evening on our brand new number 1-800-344-ROCK. Let's start the party now with a live song featuring the Eagles, written by Joe Walsh. Let's take it all night long on Rockline. Yeah, all night long. The
Just
Eagles.
warming up here, folks.
Featuring Joe Walsh. He's warming up in the background on guitar there. You may have heard a little bit of that. We want you to call us, and you can call from anywhere in North America, and we'll pick up the tab. 1-800-344-ROCK in the USA and Canada as we continue with our 5-year birthday celebration. Call us toll-free. We're waiting to hear from you. It's Rockline. Rockline. It's an evening with Joe Walsh. I'm Bob Coburn as we begin the second 5 years on Rockline. We have a call from Mount Greenwood, Illinois. Someone listening to the Loop FM 98. His name is Steve, and he's on the Rockline. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Bob. Hey, Joe.
What?
Happy anniversary.
Hi.
I talked to you last year. I was the first caller last year, too.
And the first caller this year, too. All right.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Fine, thanks for calling.
Hey, thanks for talking to me.
You got any questions I can answer?
I think so.
Okay.
You guessed it on Steve Winwood's new album.
Yes, I did.
When will that be out, and how'd you get to hook up with him?
I've known Steve for a long time. Long time. From Traffic days. And we hang out and stuff, and he kind of retired, you know, and went away for 3 or 4 years. And I got a chance to hang out with him, and he's going to tour this summer, which I think is wonderful news.
Yeah, great news.
Tremendous news.
He toured Europe about 2 years ago, but he never toured North America. And I guess you're talking he's going to tour here then.
Yeah,
huh?
and
Terrific.
So we were talking, and he said he wants to resurface. He just kind of got bored with doing it all himself, because Ark of the Diver was all him and such. So he asked me if I had any ideas or tunes, because he wanted to start co-writing. He's getting a little stagnant, living a million miles from anywhere in England. And I did have some ideas, and I gave him a legal pad or two of tentative lyrics. And went to New York about 5 months ago, and we kind of co-worked on this song, and I let him run with it. So I don't, we have a co-written song, and I love him a lot, and it's a great album. Look out for Steve Winwood this summer.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Thank you for your call, Mike. We appreciate it. Both times around, actually. I can't believe this next one. I mean, we have one number for all of North America now, but I never expected we'd get a call from this location. This is really incredible. Our next phone call
These
is
are
from
some friends of mine.
Chernobyl
Yeah.
in the Ukraine in the Soviet Union.
These are some friends of mine.
This is unbelievable. Who do we have on the line here? JD, is that your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me from Russia.
That's incredible.
Hi,
Listen
man.
how clear the line is, too.
It's amazing. I think it has something to do with an artificial transformer dome created by the fallout. We're not sure. We can't see the sky.
Well, listen, we'll visit with you for a second, and then why don't you turn the phone over to some of the other guys there. How's the fire going? Pretty good?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've got a question I need to ask you, though, Joe.
Okay.
Remember 2 years ago you borrowed my car?
This must be a JD that you know.
Is
that's
this
in the
J.D.
Soviet Union.
Souther?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Songwriter and performer?
I told you if he called. Yeah, your car.
What about the car, JD?
Borrowed my car. It was a couple years ago, and you said you'd bring it right back. And
Yeah.
you filled up with gas. No problem. I got another car, but
I was going down to 7-Eleven, wasn't I?
yeah, I think so. It's not the car. There was a girl in the back seat.
There was?
Yeah. And our parents are really worried about her, and all I told her was that Walsh drove away with her in the back of the car and said he was going for a Slurpee.
You're kidding. There's a girl in the back seat?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I get home, man.
Check the back.
As soon as I get home, I'll look. I never even looked.
Check the back seat.
Okay.
All right, it's just beneath a pile of cassettes.
Okay. Listen, thanks for calling.
Thanks, JD. Thanks for the great work over the years, too.
Why don't you, I know, good luck with the reactor.
Thanks very much.
Okay, and if you would, why don't you turn the phone over to a couple of the other guys over there, all right?
Oh, okay, sure. We got a couple of the guys here that are dying to ask you.
Good, we'd like to hear from them.
That's
Go
amazing.
ahead.
A call from
Thanks
the
for
Soviet
calling.
Union sounds clear as a bell, too.
Oh, it's wonderful. Bye.
Okay.
Thanks, JD. We definitely appreciate it.
Okay, guys.
We're going to now
How you doing?
go to a song that was written by Joe Walsh and is on the album There Goes the Neighborhood. This is called A Life of Illusion on Rockline on the Global Satellite Network, and we're waiting for your call for Joe Walsh.
Yeah. So the fire is out, right? Okay, good. Well, listen, you know, the whole world community is sorry about the accident and all. You guys just do the best you can. We're shipping you food. It'll be okay.
Oh, those guys sound bad.
Thanks for calling, guys.
Oh, my.
That was the first call from Russia on Rockline ever.
Truly
Called-
world history being made
Right.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
J.D. Souther's over there with the whole crew. And
Let's take a call from Maine, somewhere a little closer to home here. Wyndham, Maine is where Mike is located. He's listening to Portland's WBLM. Welcome to the Rockline, Mike.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
how are you, Mike?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I just want to say I think you are wild. I saw you in concert last year with Florida, man. You blew them away.
Yeah, we came up. Thank you. Don't tell him that. Okay. Thanks for calling. How's Maine?
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of chilly up here. It's kind of, but summer's coming. Summer's coming.
What's
Yeah,
your
well-
question for Joe, please, Mike?
Yeah. You know, considering Glenn Fry got into Miami Vice and did a little bit, I wondered if you'd ever considered going in there and trying to do a little part yourself, and what kind of character you might like to play.
In Miami Vice?
Yeah.
No, I never considered that.
Would you like to play a character at all, though?
No, I think I'd rather be on Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
That's I'll call him as soon as the show's over. Watch Mr. Rogers, Mike.
Okay. One other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I take a guess for your secret word?
Sure.
It's in every house, right?
Yeah.
Well, it possibly could be, yeah.
Is it a toilet?
You're listening to Rockline on the Global Satellite Network.
Well, anyway.
And I was just about to thank Mike for being on the air, too. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you know?
he did good.
We're going to talk with Mary in Eugene, Oregon. She's listening to KZEL 96 KZEL. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Joe.
Mary, baby, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm crazy about you, baby. I can't wait for your question.
Okay, can I guess the secret word first?
Yeah, don't say what Mike just said.
No, I won't.
Okay, good.
Well, nobody else heard what Mike just said.
Oh, good, yeah.
Hopefully.
I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, is it monster?
Nope, but that's a good try.
Great guess.
I know all about that, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, my question.
Yes.
Okay, you got theme from Boat Weirdos from that Seriously folks out.
Right.
And from You Bought It, You Name It, you got Island Weirdos.
Right.
Joe Vitale's got theme from Cabin Weirdos.
Right.
And I was just wondering, like, how you ever got that idea. Like, what's it all about?
Okay, well, Joe Vitale and I are dear friends, and we were in rival bands in college. And when we work together, there usually seems that there's one instrumental song that we worked up, and we always love to call it theme from whatever the environment is of the album. So that's Joe Vitale and I working together. We didn't have any words, and we believe in the song, and I hope you like those. Those are kind of like little cameo, I don't know what, Suedo jazz or something.
There you go, Mary.
But we're going to do an album called Best of the Themes from...
Yeah.
Various weirdos.
Coming soon to a record store near you. Thank you, Mary. We're going to speak with Josephine now in Sherman Oaks, California, listening to 95.5 KLOS in Los Angeles. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You can call me Joe also, because all my friends do. All right?
Okay.
All right. Can I make a guess at your secret word?
Yep.
Is it a condom?
Oh, boy. No. What's your question?
Okay, my question is, I was just wondering, are you planning to run again for president in 1988, considering all the entertainers who have achieved political success in the past couple of years, and also considering that Wally George will be your opposer?
No, I've decided I don't want to run for president at this time. Wally, yeah, I know who you mean, Wally George, a
lot of people outside Southern California may not. He has a talk show on a station in Orange County, California,
right.
And he's a little conservative, you might say. Very conservative. Ultra.
Yeah, he makes Ronald Reagan look like Boy George.
Jerry
kinda.
Falwell looks like John F. Kennedy.
Right. And well, never mind. No, I wouldn't.
Watch it, Joe.
I would. Yeah, I wouldn't actually consider running for president this time. Now, King. I might run for king.
And we'll be back in a second with Joe Walsh as we continue with our 5-year birthday celebration. We only have one number from North America now that you have to remember. New for North America, 1-800-344-ROCK. It's Rockline. Welcome back to Rockline on the Global Satellite Network. I'm Bob Coburn. We're spending an evening with Joe Walsh, who has some of the zaniest album titles ever. The smoker you drink, the player you get. So what? You can't argue with a sick mind. Of course, it's one of Joe's albums, but seriously, folks, there goes the neighborhood. And yet the latest LP has a very serious title, The Confessor. Why did you choose to go that route this time around?
I wanted to take a break from that. I didn't want to back myself in the corner as being the court jester of rock and roll. And I'm 38 now. Confessor's about starting to like yourself, guilt, doubt, all the hang-ups. I decided to throw all those away and be happy. And I would highly recommend that to everybody listening.
The Confessor by Joe Walsh on Rockline.
Yeah, don't get all hung up in stuff that doesn't exist. Be happy.
The Confessor by Joe Walsh. I'm glad you decided to do something in a more serious vein because you got a lot of music in you, Joe.
Well, I haven't lost my sense of humor, folks.
That's good.
Wait to hear the next album title. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk later. Let's take a call from Montreal
Bob,
now.
Bob, you okay? Bob just fell over backwards. Okay. Gee, you all right, Bob?
Gee, no point in roughing me up.
Take
man.
a call here.
Call from Montreal. Somebody listening to Showm FM. Frank, you're talking to Joe Walsh on Rockline.
Hi, Joe. Hi, BC.
Hi.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Pretty good yourself.
Thank you, sir. Fine.
All right. Is the word phone?
Nope.
Oh, too bad. Okay, before I ask the question, I'd like to say hi and thank Tutal, the DJ here in Montreal, for helping me with this question, all right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, thanks. All right. I'd like to know if you think that videos are a good way to sell albums, or do you think that your music sells a lot better by itself?
Okay. Absolutely, without a doubt, videos are a good way to sell albums. I object to videos a little bit in that I wish videos were more of an art form. It's the get them on there and get constant rotation, and how many videos do they have a day? I don't know how many videos are played a day. I'm not talking about any particular video network or facility. I wish that videos could be more of an art form. If I see another glass of water going off a table in slow motion, I'm going to throw my TV out the window. I enjoy making videos, but I'm an old timer now, pal, and my main concern is to keep music and related things as an art form. That's what I fight for.
There you go, Frank. Thanks for your call, and thanks to Too Tall, too. We're going to talk with Steve in Dayton, Ohio. He's listening to 105 WTUE. Hello there.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Steve.
Joe, this is Steve Jorgensen.
How are you? You got helium,
He's
too?
got helium, too. All right. Let's hear it for Steve in Dayton.
Hi,
Yes,
Steve.
indeed.
He's the head of my fan club.
Well, I miss you. Come see me.
Okay,
Is he really the head of your fan club?
Yeah, I don't have a fan club, but he's the head
But
of it.
Steve's the head of it now, yeah.
They have a birthday party for me every year, and I've never gone. I'm sorry. How are you?
Fine. Did you get the recording of the Dayton chapter of the Monster Town?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it.
That's fine. Happy.
Good, I'm happy too.
Find out, if you wanted to ask me anything.
Yeah. I would.
Any idea what it is?
About that money you borrowed last time I played Dayton.
Excuse me?
Oh, never mind. I'll talk to you about it.
Can I take a guess at the secret word?
Yeah, why
yes,
not,
you
Steve?
can.
Is the secret word helium?
No. Sorry about that, Steve.
Nope. Nice try.
I take it you don't have a question, that you've done your thing, so to speak.
No, he's okay. How's my fan club going? How's my fan club going?
All right?
How's my fan club going?
Remember the fan clubs.
And we've got a large chapter. I heard from somebody from New Jersey last year.
Really?
Yes.
That's good. What do we got, 6, 7 people now?
That's right.
Good.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. We'll talk to you later.
I'll call you soon, Steve.
All right.
Hang in there.
Let's go to Vancouver, BC, CFOX FM 99. This is Brian. Hi, Brian.
How you doing?
Fine.
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah?
Hey, dude.
Okay, can I take a guess at the secret word?
Sure.
Go.
The door.
Nope.
Good
Door?
guess.
No?
Something like that, though.
Huh?
That wasn't far away.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of the rise in price of helium?
Oh, yeah. I don't like that.
You don't like
I called Senator Cranston.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, man, when are you coming out? Or are you? Expo 86?
Expo up in Vancouver. Are you going to go up there?
yeah. Well, I haven't been invited.
You haven't been invited? Well, come on over.
Make the proper calls up there, Brian, and
Yeah.
get Joe invited.
Yeah,
Come on.
really.
Call the Prime Minister.
Well, come on down. I got
And tell him, say, hey, what about Joe? He has feelings too,
Yeah, really. Well, I'm inviting you, man.
He may be your
Okay.
king one day anyway. So.
Yeah, really. You going or what?
Don't know. How long does it run?
It's 6 months or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably show up.
Oh, yeah, pretty right on. There's a lot of nice chicks there.
If I leave now, I might make the closing. No, I plan to tour this summer, and that would be very interesting to pursue that. Maybe we'd come up and play there.
How's your Maserati doing?
It's okay. I've been driving JD's car.
Or you lost your license or something?
Yeah, well,
Really?
yeah.
There you go, Brian. Thanks for being on the air with us tonight, all right?
Really. See you later.
All right, let's go back to
Expose what? It's the Canadian...
Expo 86, yeah. It's the World's Fair taking place in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yeah.
It's like the whole world knows about this,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to
What
one of
are
your...
we telling him for? Go ahead.
Let's go back to one of your earlier albums, a live recording. You Can't Argue with a Sick Mind. It's a live version of a song done by the James Gang. This is Walk Away by Rockline. Away by Joe Walsh, recorded live from the album You Can't Argue with a Sick Mind. Let's take another call for Joe. He's our guest for the full 90 minutes tonight on Rockline. As we continue celebrating our 5-year birthday, it just goes on and on and on. Let's talk with Dana in St. Paul, Minnesota, listening to 92 KQRS. Hi, Dana.
What it is, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What it is?
You got, well,
I want to just say, off my top of my head, that you have put a major dent in rock and roll history. And that album was one of the best recorded live albums ever done.
well, thank you, man.
And you rock.
I
was
put a
talking
dent in
about-
my brain cells, too, doing that one.
I was going to say that on your James Gang Rides Again album,
Right?
bad looking bike. Do you still have a bike?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
No more?
I was born on the same day, same year that Dwayne Allman was born. And I met him a couple times, and I think he was wonderful, and I miss Dwayne. And I had a bike, too, at that time. But I just felt a little karmically, being born on the same day, same year. So
Like you were enjoying when you were riding it.
shortly after that, I decided I'd rather drink beer. Okay?
Excellent, Joel. Keep on rocking and do us a favor and headline the next tour.
Okay?
All right?
Good.
Keep rocking.
Hey, thanks,
All
Dan.
right,
We
buddy,
appreciate
thanks.
it.
Rock!
You got it?
It's Tootie's turn. We now go to Union, South Carolina. Our station in Charlotte is 95.7 The Rock. And Tootie, you're on the air with us.
How's it going, Joe?
How y'all doing down there?
That's great. I'd like to ask you if you had one woman in mind when you wrote ILBTs or all women in general.
I never thought of that.
You never thought of it, huh?
No.
Well, there's some of us out here wondering.
What, I had you in mind.
Oh, thanks.
How's that? I get some brownie points for saying that?
Repeat that?
I had you in mind.
Well, thanks. Thanks.
I think probably all women in general.
Well, I was just wondering.
Actually, you know, I grew up in Kansas, and I was talking about cows. Everybody thought that I was being obscene or something. My grandfather was a dairy farmer.
Well, I just think you're great, man. You keep rocking.
Well, thank you a lot. Do you want to try the secret word?
Yeah, give the secret word a shot, Tootie.
The bed?
The bed?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No, but I have a feeling we know what's on Tootie's mind.
Boy, am I disappointed you didn't win. You would have got me for your prize.
Thanks, Tootie. We appreciate it. Let's go to Russellville, Arkansas. Somebody listening to Magic 105 in Little Rock. It's Rusty. Hi, Rusty.
Hey, what you say?
I say, for sure, dude.
Hey, for sure. Yeah, Joe, first I want to say hey to Tommy Smith, and I went on his morning radio show.
Okay. So, go ahead and say it.
What's that? The outlaw Tommy Smith.
There you go.
All right, you said it. What's next, Rusty?
Yeah, what I was wanting to know is about your changes. We were talking about the James Gang a while ago, and James Gang Rides Again is definitely one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Thank you.
And I was wondering why the styling has slowed down in your music for the, the overall album. It's not quite as hard as it used to be.
Okay, well, that's a good question.
I mean, it's like Bomber.
Well, I do too, pal.
Let's do it again.
I'm starting to come back around. I'll tell you what, I was in a three-piece band for, golly, how long were we together? About 6 years, because we played around Cleveland for a long time before, we even got into recording as a three-piece band. And I kind of got saturated on being the only melodic component of the band. And I was the only singer. I couldn't sing either, but I could sing better than the other two guys. And I heard a lot of songs and orchestration, and I wanted to kind of expand and be a little bigger of a musician. I didn't want to get backed into the corner of being, that's pre-heavy metal, but that's the way I was going.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be stereotyped like that. Then in the Eagles and all, we got very melodic, and I learned all about that, and it's taken me a couple years to de-eagle from that way of thinking. And Bob and I are going to talk about the album I'm working on now in a while. And I've gone full swing, pal. I'm coming back around to that train of thought, and I may very well tour this summer three-piece.
Hey, great. Hey,
So-
Joe, how about Zachariah?
No, that's not the secret word. You know who was in that? Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
Was in Zachariah?
Was in the movie Zachariah?
Yep.
Really? Huh?
I got that tape.
Him and David Rubenstein.
Good call, Rusty. Thanks. We appreciate you being on the show here. We're going to try and convince Joe to play a little live guitar a little bit later on. We got all kinds of goodies coming your way, and we'd like for you to call. The one and only number for the one and only Rockline is toll-free, 1-800-344-ROCK, and we're waiting to hear from you. It's Rockline.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be sorry. Keep playing.
Oh, Bob, you're right. You just fell over backwards again. Are you okay, Bob?
Come on. Yeah, I know you want to host the show, but you don't have to throw me out of the studio here, Walsh. Come on. You ready for a call from Philadelphia? As I struggle back up to my chair. Joe's a nice guy this evening. He could have really done some damage.
Oh, Oh, I was going to push down.
You okay over there? You're looking at equipment and everything?
Something.
Let's take this call from Philly. Somebody listening to 94 YSP. Paul, meet Joe Walsh.
How you doing, Joe?
Fine, Paul. How are you this evening?
All right, really good. I've been listening to your show here. I'm really interested about a couple things. First of all, do you know if you're the first one to use the throat mic in Rocky Mountain Way?
Good question. I was a second. There's a country singer named Dottie West.
Dottie West was the first?
No. Her husband is a pedal steel player. His name's Bill West. He came up with it.
Really, huh?
In the late 50s, I vaguely remember it. He showed it to a friend of his who was Pete Drake, who is a pedal steel player.
Sneaky Pete.
No, Pete
No,
Drake.
different guy. Okay,
Pete
different
Drake.
guy. All right.
And Pete Drake had a song, I think, called Forever or something. He used it. And it sat in Bill West's garage for a long, long time. And I am friends with Dottie and her family. And Bill laid the original one on me, and I used it Rocky Mountain Way. And then one time Peter Frampton and I were hanging out, and I showed him how to use it. And he used it.
Made $1 million with it.
Yeah, and he never even thanked me. But that's okay.
Now, Stevie Wonder used it in the early days, too. Where does he come into play? Was he after Peter or before Joe, or was that...
There's a couple ways of technology to do it. Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, let's go back to Paul. Yeah,
Sorry,
Paul, what's
yeah.
on your mind, Paul?
Sorry, Paul.
Okay, also here, I'm here at Glassboro State College, and we're trying to start a local fraternity here, Zeta Omicron, as in the zoo. And we're pretty wild and wacky. That's what you have to do to be in the fraternity. And we really look up to you as a prime example. We're wondering if you'd like to be an honorary member.
I would love to.
Love to, yeah.
I would. What do I have to do, though? Now, wait a minute. I heard about you guys in your initiation stuff.
We're just starting out, so no real serious pledge in it except for just being weird and wild with it someday.
Okay.
And, maybe you can get the information.
When do I get my diploma?
I'll give you the information. We'll send you out a diploma.
Okay. You can send it to me, care of Rockline. I live here now.
Yeah, we'll forward it now. Yeah, he's got a cot out in the back of the studio here. We'll just hand it to him. Thanks, Paul. We appreciate it. We're going to take a call from the brand new home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio. Somebody listening to WMMS wants to talk with Joe Walsh. Her name is Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Joe. How are you this evening?
Fine. Congratulations to Cleveland.
Oh, I know. Isn't it terrific?
I've got a whole locker full of stuff that's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, terrific.
You're going to donate some things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
I've got incredible things.
I bet.
Oh, I can imagine.
No, you can't.
I bet I could.
Okay.
I have a question. Recently you did a remake of the Michael Stanley Band song, Rosewood Bitters.
Michael Stanley wrote Rosewood Bitters, yes.
Right. And I was just curious as to why you decided to do it now and why you remade it.
Okay. I played guitar for Michael Stanley on that album.
Which was his first record, his
Which was
debut
his
album.
first record a long, long time ago.
Right.
He came out and recorded it in Denver, and Bill Simzik produced it. And I have always loved that song, absolutely loved it. And I always wanted to do it. I'm not really into redoing songs, and I write enough so that I don't need cover songs. But Michael never got enough recognition,
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, except in Ohio.
Yeah,
You know.
outside of Cleveland. You're right. Why did you wait so long to record it if you loved it so much?
Well, I got a lot of songs that I'd like to do someday. It just seemed like the right time. I've made a pass at it in studios before and never got it where I wanted it to be. And doing The Confessor, we made a pass at it with some new musicians I was working with, and it came out the way I wanted, and it fit. It fit on the statement of The Confessor. And so, hello to Michael Stanley, and that's why. And I love that song, and I thought it could use resurfacing again.
There you go, Pam. Thanks for being on the show. Does that take care of you tonight?
Can I just say one little thing?
Real
Sure.
quickly, yeah.
Okay. At the last concert, it was really cute. Michael Stanley did it, and he says he did it the way he thought you would have done it, and he did it your way.
He did it like Funk 49, didn't he?
Yeah, he did it really neat.
That's what he told me.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
See you this
Pam.
summer.
Okay, bye.
All right, thanks for the call from the North Coast there. We're going to go to Vancouver, British Columbia one more time. Somebody listening to CFOX FM 99. John, meet Joe.
How you doing, Joe?
Fine.
Good, good. Just a couple questions I wanted to ask.
Okay.
I was curious what it was like working with the Eagles and you being the accomplished songwriter that you are.
Okay, well, that one's pretty easy to answer.
First question's been answered, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
answer
right.
there.
Next question.
I was wondering, like, when you wrote songs, were they given equal weight in the band? Like, were you throttled, or was it just two other members of the band that did the songwriting, or were your songs given equal weight?
No, hey, I would be hard-pressed to say anything about anybody in the Eagles bad. I love them all. For what it's worth, we get along really well. I think Don Henley's my favorite Eagle. I think I'm my second favorite. No, it was a community, and we had a band vote, and however it worked out, that's the way it was. Those guys were always great with my songs. They helped me to write. Henley and Fry gave me a couple years of really good vocal coaching.
Oh, right on.
And for what it's worth, we didn't fight that much. And we don't hate each other. And I was very proud to be a part of Hotel California in the context that it affected that many people on the planet in an art form type of way.
And it is true that you are the only remaining member of the Eagles, that you've never left the band.
I'm the only guy still in the Eagles. I'm probably, my next album will probably be the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Featuring, me.
We're going to listen to a Joe Walsh song that is the solo version by Joe of this song. There is a version by the Eagles in the album The Long Run. This is from the soundtrack of The Warriors in the City on Rockline. We've been partying for a week straight here at Rockline. We're beginning our second 5 years with Joe Walsh. Let's take a call from New Orleans, the ultimate party town, listening to FM 100 WRNO. We've got Mike on our show. Hello, Mike.
Hello. This is the home of the 85 Expo.
That's right, yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that went well.
Yeah, I went down to that. I had a good time.
Well, it's not funny, but some people had a good time.
Yeah, good.
All right, I'd like to know, Joe, who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with before?
Brooke Shields.
I know you can make some beautiful music together, but I mean...
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Yep. I tell you, I'll have to think, even maybe after this call, there's got to be somebody. I would, I'm trying to play guitar for Winwood this summer.
On the tour?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be fun.
Great. Thanks for your call, Mike. Now, what about your new album? How far along? When are you going to record? What's the story here?
I'm about 2/3 of the way through with it.
Oh, are you really? Huh?
I went to Australia, to Sydney, and did the first side with Waddy Wachtel and Rick, the bass player, and some other people. It's about 2/3 done. It's really good, as far as I'm concerned.
Why'd you go to Sydney to record?
Australia's amazing. It's amazing. There's a musical scene there. It's young. It's healthy. There's a billion bands. You can go anywhere in Sydney and hear a good band, hear 5 good bands every night. I wanted to get away from going into, I don't know, there's a mental thing of going into a studio you've done 2 or 3 albums in to do another album. I wanted to shake myself up and be in a completely different environment.
That'll do it, definitely, yeah.
That's the thing, the environment. You've got to change that. And I didn't want to do another album of songs that sounded like, here's another album of Joe Walsh songs. There's some people that do that, and that's a bad way to be. It's a bad thing to get into. So I went to Australia. I thought that would shake me up, and it did. And the music reflects accordingly.
So Joe's about 2/3 of the way through, so we'll look forward to that. We have another call from Cleveland now. WMMS is our affiliate, and this is Joe who wants to talk to Joe on the Rockline. Hi.
Joe.
Oh, no.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
My name's Joe, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, listen, there's a bunch of people here. We got something to say to you.
Are you who I think you are?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, wait a minute. Ready?
Is this Joe Vitale?
This is Joe Vitale.
Here
Okay.
we go. Ready?
Yes?
Joe Walsh for president. Joe Walsh
For president.
Vote for Joe. Vote for Joe. Hey. Joe.
Yes.
Okay, listen, I just got a call from Fritz Mondale.
Yeah?
And he said to call you, and he said that he was looking for somebody to take Geraldine's place. Would you be interested?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would.
Okay, I'll let her know that.
Give my best to Fritz.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? What do you think of these Cleveland Indians?
I love it.
You love it, don't you?
Last year we played at Cleveland Stadium after a game.
Yeah.
And nobody came till after the game.
Yeah.
And they said, you people got to believe in your team. This is important that, you got to believe in them.
Yeah.
Or you have to move to, Philadelphia or something. And the whole stadium booed me. That was last year.
Hey, well, listen.
That's when there were two guys in the bleachers doing the wave.
Yeah.
Two guys doing the wave.
Yeah. I think they're great.
We not only have the Indians, but we now have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I know that.
And we're looking for you to come back.
City on the rise there. Joe, thanks for calling. Thanks for being on the Rockline with us.
I love you, man. Don't ever
right,
shave
take
your
care.
head.
Boy, that's one stadium when there's only 4,000 people there. It is empty because that thing holds about
There
65,000.
was about 150 people for the game, and we played for an hour after the game, and 17,000 people showed up at the ninth inning.
At the ninth inning. That's great. After all, he can play that rock and roll. Welcome back to the Rockline. I'm Bob Coburn with Joe Walsh. We're spending an evening with Joe, and Joe's got his guitar out and ready to play, and I'm just going to turn it over to you, Joe, and let you go. A bit of blues here, it sounds like.
Can you play harmonica?
I wish I could.
Can you play poker?
Yeah, I can do
See
that.
you after the show.
All right.
It's called the Rockline Blues, ladies and gentlemen. Just broke a B string. That's okay. Why don't you take it for a minute? I'll put on a B string. I'll make it.
Okay.
I'm good at it.
It's called the 5-string Rockline Blues. Why don't we take a call and change the string while
Perfect,
we're doing that?
perfect.
How does that sound?
Rick
We're going
can
to take a call from, you can turn the echo down a little bit too. A call from Brookfield, Connecticut. It's somebody named Matt. He is listening to I-95 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And what's your question for Joe? Well, say hi to Joe first if you
How
want.
you doing, Joe?
There you
Fine, man. How are you today?
Oh, okay.
You don't have a B string, do you? No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll send one over the phone line.
Okay, come on. What's the secret word? You know it.
Garage?
No.
Okay.
Nice try, though,
Not
man.
even close. Go ahead.
Out of all your career, what is yours, and if you feel you have the right to speak for your band, your band's favorite song that you love to do?
Really?
Yeah.
I think it would probably be doing Rocky Mountain Way in Barnstorm.
In Barnstorm. Why do you say that band in particular?
Because we were a really good band there.
Now, who was in there with you? Joe Vitale and Kenny Passarelli? Is that who Barnstorm was?
Yeah, a couple other guys. Rat Grayson, Tom Stevenson. That's when I quit the James King, and I thought I was going to be rich and famous, and wrong. And we played around, and we were fighting for our lives. We actually have some tapes of those days in like these little places, and boy, we were kicking it. Second would probably be being in the Eagles and having a really good night.
Yeah, that had to be a real thrill.
And life's been good with the Eagles, or even Desperado. I got tearful when we toured with the Hotel California album, and we had the strings and the whole bit. I got tearful when old Henley was singing. I don't know if I answered your question or not.
Oh, I think so. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, you answered it.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for being on the show. Thanks for your call. All right, we appreciate it. You got that string ready, that B string? You need a couple more seconds then.
Where was I?
Right about there, I'd say. Ted, that we would put him on the show here. He's in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, listening to Glue 92. Ted, what's your question? What's on
hi, Bob and Joe. How you doing tonight?
Fine, man.
Yeah.
I'm the overnight guy here at Glue 92 in Johnstown, and I wanted to ask Joe, what is the new record going to be called? Do you have any title for it yet?
Oh, that's right. We didn't mention that.
Don't have it set exactly yet. I think it's going to be my name is Joe, but my friends call me Collect. Well, yeah, go ahead.
What'd you say, Ted?
Window? Is that the mystery word?
Nope.
Window? No, that's not it. That's not the secret word.
No.
Oh, well.
Good try. Keep rocking there, Glue 92, Ted.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
Was that our last?
Yeah, that's our
our
last call, I think.
phone
Yeah,
call?
we're about at the end here. Yeah.
Gosh, nobody said nose. Glenn Fry.
There it
Glenn
is.
Fry used
There
to
it
make
is.
fun of me on nose.
Well, Joe Walsh said nose, and what does Joe Walsh win from Joe
I
Walsh?
won?
You won. You are the winner. Joe Walsh is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. He said nose,
I'm
the secret
so
word.
excited. I thought that's a fair. I got a big old schnoz. I thought somebody would say nose.
So just keep all your stuff. You win your own goods
I'll
there,
keep
Joe.
it.
Thanks for keeping in touch. Our mailing address is P.O. Box S, Tarzana, California, 91356 is the zip code. Thanks to everybody for the calls and for listening, too. Next week, it's 38 Special. Coming soon, Mr. Lou Reed, and a whole lot more. Thanks to you, Joe Walsh, for your zaniness and for your great music over the years,
You're
too.
welcome.
That's appreciated just as much. And thanks for being on Rockline tonight. and
Nice to be
helping us
back. Hi to everybody. Love you a lot. See
Thanks
you
for
this
helping us
summer.
start the next 5 years here. All right?
Okie doke.
I'm BC, and I'll be seeing you in a week.
Oh, you just fell over again.
You've been listening to Rockline, brought to you in part by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you.